That's all you hear. RSV, that's all you hear. Everybody's coughing. Everybody's got mucus. Everybody's got fevers. That's what's going on out there. Okay? What's incredible is the Medical Medium Brain Saver books are packed with information for keeping the immune system strong, which is amazing. Because what I'm doing, guess what I'm doing right now? I'm doing pathogen exposure shot every day. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I don't have a cough. I don't have a cold. I'm just kidding around, but I'm doing the pathogen exposure shot. I want to read about it for a second too, but I'm also doing the Thyme T shock therapy, which is a medical medium shock therapy, you guys, the Thyme T one. Going to do that one too with you guys. I'm also taking the Vimergy Propolis, Vimergy Micro C. I'm taking the Vimergy Zinc. I'm doing that too. By the way, these three work together incredible. Tell a friend, whatever, tell your doctor, tell your practitioner, whatever. But these three work together amazingly, right? That's the Vimergy stuff. I'll talk about that later because I want to do maybe some vitamin C shock therapy. So we'll take a look. So you guys, let's just get going on a little bit. Let me read this for a second. So I'm in Brain Saver Protocols. By the way, I'm just going to tell you, and I can't believe the sale is still there, and I think it's still there. I think so right now. 50% off Brain Saver Protocols, Amazon.com US right now. It's $22. That's sick. I mean, that's insane. $22. 600-page book. $22. And it's got the protocols. It's got supplementation. It's got the shock therapies in it. It's got the brain shot therapies in it. It's got so much in there. It's unbelievable. And it's 22 freaking dollars. Like, I don't even get it. I don't even get it. It's really incredible. So, okay, pathogen exposure shot. Can I read a little bit? It says viruses, bacteria, and viral bacterial byproduct, right? It's info. This shot can be useful if you feel you've been around others who could be contagious due to COVID, the flu, mono, anything, right? Flu, RSV, or whatever it is. I mean, this is really incredible. I like this whole thing. It's really cool right here. Check this out, right? You're concerned about having shared bodily fluids with another person through shared glasses. Like, hey, can I have a sip of that? Sure. Boom. Oh, wait a minute. You came down with the flu? You came down with RSV? Oh, crap. That was a couple days ago that I was sipping off your glass at the party during the holidays, but I'm not sick yet. And then 3 days later, it's like, sore throat. What's going on? I feel kind of funny. I feel kind of a little congestion here. Am I getting sick? Am I getting sick or something? So I love the pathogen exposure shot for this. Think about that. So you're concerned about having shared bodily fluids with another person through shared glasses, plates, anything during the holidays, right? Or how about if you're with a bunch of people during the holidays and one person there's coughing and they're like, oh, it's allergies. Don't worry, it's allergies. And they're blowing their nose. It's like, dude, that's not allergies. You got RSV. You got the flu. You got a cold. You got something. That's what you have, right? Someone's asking what the book's called. It's called Brain Saver. Medical Medium Brain Saver Protocols. Cleanses, right? And recipes. But check this out. $22, Amazon.com US. And make sure you get Brain Saver, which is almost 50% off. So this one's like $28, which is insane too. So incredible. Both these books are amazing. So you guys, if you just came on here, I'm making the pathogen exposure shot. I'm reading straight out of the protocols book, right? Which is an incredible book. You'll see a bunch of things here. See this thyme? I'm going to make some medical medium Thyme T shock therapy. There it is. I got the thyme. See, I got the rosemary. I got the asparagus and other stuff too, right? I also have the Vimergy products, right? I got the propolis. I got the vitamin C, which is the micro C, and I got the zinc. These work really good together. An incredible thing that I'm doing for myself. I'm going to make the vitamin C shock therapy. You guys know I work with Vimergy. I'll talk about that later too, about why their stuff is mind-blowing. Like, for real. Like, when I think about it, how is it possible you can have, like, such clean, pure things in the world, and then you think other stuff is clean and pure, but it's not? And I'll talk about like that for a second too. All right, pathogen exposure shot. like I said, because I see a bunch of people coming on right now, you feel you've been around others who've been contagious. They have something. They're saying it's their allergies. Oh my God, I've heard that for years. Listen, I don't know if you've heard that for years, and maybe you're somebody that says it. You got the allergies, like allergies every 3 months, but yet you're catching a flu every 3 months. I know people out there, I've seen it for years, they're catching the flu every 2 to 3 months, but they think it's allergies. Then they got the bronchitis, then they got the coughing, then they're coughing up the green phlegm, then they're blowing out the green phlegm, right? And they think it's allergies. That's not allergies. Okay, that's not what allergies is. Steven Cincy says, this book is a lifesaver. 7 months of long COVID finally going away thanks to following the medical medium information for the last 2 months. Can't thank you enough, Anthony. Steven, thank you for being here. Incredible. I'm glad you like the books. So proud of you too, because you see the incredible advanced information and you're using it. I'm proud of you. I really am, okay? So during the holidays when people get together, there's always somebody that's coughing or sneezing, and then forget it. 5 days later, everybody who is there, most everybody comes down with something. That's usually how it works, okay? So what I like about the pathogen exposure shot, I'm taking it when I'm around people during the holidays, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm making that shot and I'm taking it. That's the whole point. I'm also doing the micro C. I'm also doing the propolis pure. I'm also doing the zinc, right? So I'm doing that too, which is incredible all on its own. But I just love having these tools. It just makes you feel good when these tools are here. Okay. So you're concerned about having shared bodily fluids through public restrooms during the holidays. You're in a public restroom. How many people went into that public restroom that have RSV, that have the flu, that have the cold, that have something, right, going around? How many people are using those toilets and so forth and everything else at public restrooms? You're concerned about shared bodily fluids with sexual activity or something, and you're concerned or something. And I've always talked to doctors about that and said, get them doing stuff for their immune system so they don't have to be so scared and stuff. You believe you might have been exposed to foodborne pathogens and you're concerned about getting food poisoning. And that's what I love about the pathogen exposure shot. It has all these options right here built into it, which is incredible right there, right? But right now, really? Everybody's coughing. Everybody's sick. Everybody's got the bronchitis. Everybody has the sniffles, the fevers, and all that. And it's just rampant right now. And there's a cold and flu protocol, even for children, in this book right here. So there's protocols for cold and flu. It's in the book. So we're doing a few things. We're going to do pathogen exposure shot. Let's get started on it. Let's get working. All right. Let's make the shot. So I'll just grab, if you got a juicer, you just make the shot with the juicer. That's the best way to do it. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this here. So, all right. I got my celery. I got everything here that I need. So I'm going to start out with 6 sprigs of thyme. So let me get some sprigs of thyme right here. So I love thyme. We're going to do thyme tea shock therapy, which I'm excited about. Let me get some nice sprigs. I can choose the sprigs I want because I have a big pile of thyme right here from the garden, which is really cool, right? Garden thyme. So I can choose all these nice little sprigs here. Amazing. All right. So that's the first ingredient I have right there. Sprigs of rosemary is the next one. So let me throw this down the chute. I'm doing the pathogen exposure shot every day right now. I'm also doing the propolis every day. I don't have the flu. I don't have a cold. But I'm still doing the zinc and the propolis, right? I'm still doing that. So I put a little thyme in there. Let me put a little bit of rosemary now too. 2 sprigs of fresh rosemary. Newsflash, forewarning, this shot has got a bite to it. Okay, I put roughly around 6 sprigs of thyme in there. There we go. That pretty much gives us about 6. 1 small clove of garlic right here. Boom. So here's the thing with this. If you use a really big clove of garlic in the pathogen exposure shot, it's going to be really bitey. Okay? So that's a medium clove. So small to medium is what's really directed for that. 2 raw, medium asparagus stalks. In you go. There you go. 2 raw Brussels sprouts. I'm looking for a Brussels sprout is what I'm looking for, and I have them. I'm also going to find a knife really quick. So I'm going to cut them in half. If you guys just got on here, we're dealing with cold and flu. Tools is what we're working with right here. Info, we're doing the pathogen exposure shot. We're also going to be doing Thyme T shock therapy. We're also going to be doing a little bit of zinc, some propolis. I don't know what the world is missing out when they don't have propolis. Is so important. All right, 2 stalks of celery now. Got 1. I gave this a really thorough rinse, you guys. So if you're like, wait a minute, he didn't wash it. What is he doing? There you go. So it's all washed. Picking up messages. All right. There we go. So I have the pathogen exposure shot right here. I'm very excited about this, actually. All right. There we go. So I'm doing this every single day right now. Worried about any exposures? You're around anybody? It's an important one to do. So I'm going to take a shot now. Just keep in mind, it's got a little bit of a bite to it. But we're talking about antibacterial. We're talking about antiviral. Talking about antipathogen. That's what this is right here. So when you have this going through the bloodstream now, medical medium information talks about thyme staying longer in the bloodstream. So that's really a powerful aspect of thyme. But when the thyme is mixed with these ingredients, it ups the game. So this is information from above. This isn't concocted by me saying, hey, I feel like putting some thyme and rosemary together and a little bit of asparagus and everything else. Let me just make a drink. It might be supportive for my immune system. Now, this was explicit directions, details that came from above for this pathogen exposure shot. It just feels really good too going down. I feel like I'm arming my immune system. What I like to do is I like to focus on that too and focus on my immune cells eating this up because this is fuel for your immune system, right? And then I'm thinking about the phytochemical compounds that are in the thyme and everything else in this shot. And those phytochemical compounds are injuring and damaging, not you, but the pathogen. So what's in this pathogen exposure shot are weaponized phytochemical compounds through nature that are going towards those bugs. So, boom. Feels so good. It really does. So you guys, I don't know if you're doing the pathogen exposure shot, but You might want to consider it if you haven't done it. All right, so do you know anybody who's sick? Anybody who's got the flu? Anybody who's coughing? It's running through a lot of households right now. It's all I hear about out there. It's all. Is that what you're hearing about too? All right, so let's keep it going. Here's the question right here. Can you talk about how we are taught that the more exposures we have, the stronger our immune system gets, and why this is false? It's very false. Okay, so what you'll hear out there is you'll hear germs make you stronger. And that's what you'll hear out there, right? But that's information that comes from authorities in health that don't know why people are sick to begin with. So you have to keep that in mind. Most important part of that question, the most important part of the answer to that question is this. That's information coming from the health world that doesn't know why someone has fibro, MS, any kind of neurological condition or symptom, neurological fatigue, tingles, numbness, burning aches and pains, skin problems, all the different things that people are suffering with, migraines that are mysterious, all the mysterious symptoms, trigeminal neuralgia, burning skin, burning mouth, burning tongue, all that's a mystery to medical research and science, alternative medical research and science too. All of that is a mystery unless they have the books, right? Unless they have Brain Saver and Brain Saver protocols. So your question already kind of falls into the place where, okay, so whoever's saying that in the health world, that what you get exposed to makes you stronger, how are we even able to trust that when they don't even know why someone's in a wheelchair with MS? Someone doesn't feel good and they got fibro, lupus. Someone has POTS. Someone has dysautonomia. So how come they don't know any answers to anything about why people are sick? They don't know why people have aches and pains and tingles and numbness and vertigo and dizziness and balance issues. So it's like, oh, I'm authority in health, and what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm an authority in health, and what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. The more you get exposed to, the healthier and stronger you are. Okay, well then tell me why everybody's sick with chronic illness. We don't know why everybody's sick. We have no idea. Is it the genes? Is it everybody's genes? Think about how ridiculous it is. So the health authorities in alternative health or whatever conventional health that are saying that you get stronger from getting exposed when they don't even know why anyone is sick, why moms can't get out of bed, why people are struggling with severe crippling anxiety and depression. They don't know why people go into fits of mania and they're living with bipolar syndrome and they're suffering and struggling, or they can't even walk. They're so inflamed throughout their whole body. They have no idea why, but they have the answer that more exposure helps you. Think about that. Okay? Our immune system is already under siege. So if we get more problems with our immune system, more challenges with our immune system, it can tank it. So it doesn't make you stronger. It can finally finish somebody off. That's how it works. Our bone marrow has to go into overdrive to produce immune cells to try to protect you. So exposing you more is good for your bone marrow to produce all those immune cells. Someone with lupus is already so exposed already, their immune system is struggling left and right every day. So, okay, let's expose that person to more stuff because some health authority alternatively or conventionally says that it's good for it. It's good for your immune system when they don't know why you have lupus. Okay, so if I was somebody that, check this out, you guys, give me a second. If I had lupus and I've been to all the different doctors, functional medicine doctors don't know why people have lupus. They don't, unless they use info. We know that. But if I had lupus and I went to 10 specialists and they didn't know why I had lupus, and then they told me, but more exposure is good for you. How do you even trust or believe that when they don't even know why I have lupus? If more exposures help someone, then how come when an elderly person whose immune system is lowered because they're elderly, they're already struggling, how come they're worried about exposing them. You get ammonia, you die as an elderly person. An older person is more, the morbidity rate, it's more exposure is the scarier part about older people. That's why people, when they were all in the nursing homes during the whole COVID blow up, lost their lives. Did it make them stronger? They were already sensitive. They were already bedridden, some of them. They were already struggling. How is it possible on any level that more exposure of anything is good for someone who's already sick and struggling? So if I have lupus, if I had fibro, and I asked my doctor, why do I have fibro and lupus? And they said, well, we don't really know. Studies suggest, what we don't know anything. It could be autoimmune. Okay, so is it better that I should get lots of exposures, doctor? And the doctor would be like, oh, yes, but exposures are really good. I'm a functional medicine MD, and I'm telling you that exposures to a lot more can really make you stronger and is good for you. I'd be like, you're insane. You're telling me you don't know why I'm sick, and then all of a sudden you're saying it's good for me to get exposures? Okay, let me keep on drinking out of everybody's glass because that will make me stronger. Oh, what? Herpes simplex 1? Oh, so you have a herpes simplex 1 breakout? Okay, let me have your share your glass too. Oh, okay, great. Oh, there's herpes on the edge of the glass? It's going to make me stronger, so let me just do it. It's going to make me more stronger having this. So, a year later, and now I'm breaking out all my lips with herpes simplex 1. It sure as hell didn't make me stronger. How about chlamydia? How about that one? Let me just get exposed and catch chlamydia somewhere because it's going to make me stronger. Meanwhile, the UTIs will give me the worst UTI on the planet, and then another UTI, and then I have to take all these antibiotics and another UTI. Let me go and jump into some like crazy stuff and pick up a whole bunch of chlamydia. And then, okay, doctor, give me a bunch of antibiotics because that chlamydia is sure making me stronger. Next thing you know, you're getting UTI after UTI after UTI after UTI. And then you're getting streptococcus all the time. The immune system's breaking down. Oh, it makes you stronger, though. It doesn't make you stronger. You don't want more exposure. You want less exposure. But what's happening out there is the reason why I'm talking about this a little more. I was going to do cold and flu tips. But the reason why I'm talking about this a little bit is because, oh my God, I have seen so many like idiot professionals, and I'm not trying to judge them or anything, but there's so many professionals now, health coaches, naturopaths, chiropractors, DOs, functional medicine doctors, MDs, right? Saying more exposure is better for you now. Are you freaking kidding me? You don't even know why anybody's sick. You think more exposure is a good thing for them? Oh, let me just get exposed to 5 more simplexes. How about that? And maybe herpes simplex 2 too. Getting exposure to that is real great. Or how about the flu? I don't want the flu. And I'm not judging anybody, you guys. I'm just saying that more exposure weakens the immune system. There's enough problems already with people suffering and struggling right now. You guys have to know this. Like, people are sick with neurological problems for real. Their vagus nerves are all chewed up. They get all kinds of problems. Their immune systems are damaged and weakened. They got lupus, they got fibro, they got RA, they got neurological fatigue, they got ME/CFS, right? They have everything plus all the symptoms going on. People have 100 symptoms out there. They have 50 symptoms out there. So let's expose them to more. Does that make any sense to you? Let's expose them to more. It's absurd. It's insane. It's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. All right. We got to keep on moving. We got to keep on moving forward. We got a show to do with a lot of good, cool tips and stuff and all that, okay? Because I want to help you guys. But listen, thank you for that question because I've been meaning to talk about it. I wanted to do a podcast episode about it eventually. Oh my God, the podcast episode list is like this, and I'm trying to chip away at it to release some podcast episodes. But what happens is it weakens us, and exposures weaken us so that bugs that we have inside of us rise up. And that's MM info, by the way. A bunch of doctors put some kind of article about that. Like, oh yeah, you have these dormant viruses that are coming up when you get the flu. Oh, I talked about that years ago. I published it years ago. What am I saying too? So what happens is that, and some of you guys that have been with medical medium information for now years know I've talked about that how many times. That we get broken down and then our immune systems get broken down and then bugs rise up, right? They rise up. And so exposures knock our already weakened immune system down and then the bugs rise up. And so what happens is when you hear a doctor, a practitioner, and listen, do what your doctor says and tells you to do. Do what your doctor recommends and all of that, right? I want you to do whatever your doctor's recommending. Do your doctor what you feel good about, whatever what you're doing with your doctor. But when I hear health professionals say exposure is good, it'll build up your immune system, that germs are your immune system, I'm like, you don't know anything. I'm sorry. You might have a degree, but that degree is no better than a piece of cheese sitting on a countertop. Because honestly, if you don't know why people are sick and you're telling people they need germs and germs are their immune system, I'm sorry, but take that degree and throw it in the trash can. Just take it off the wall and put it in the trash can like that. All right. But do what your doctor says, though. If, whatever feels good, whatever. Do what your doctor recommends. Okay, you guys. I am going to keep on moving on. Let's go into it. So I'm talking about zinc for a little bit. So I take zinc all the time. Now, you guys know, if you know the medical medium info, if you know what I've talked about, quality matters, but quality's not all the same. The reason why I actually endorsed Vimergy, and I said, you know what, you guys need my official endorsement. I need this stuff to stay around for people. I don't want it to disappear. I need it for myself. I take this stuff for myself and my family. I don't want it going anywhere, so I fully endorse them, right? But why would I even do that? Why would I fully endorse them? Because they actually don't hide anything in their products, because the law requires that you can hide a certain percentage in supplements. So supplement companies out there, they're allowed to actually hide a certain percentage of undisclosed stuff inside their products. Vimergy said, no, we're not doing it. And I'm like, okay, then that's the best it gets. I'm sorry, that's the best it gets. That's incredible. So that's the first thing. The other thing, quality tiers. They choose the highest quality stuff there is. They don't choose the lower quality stuff like all the companies do for price point advantage to try to make more money on a product, right? So if you want to start a supplement company tomorrow and you want to do it, chances are you'll get talked in to the lowest quality of the quality stuff. So you have a bigger price point advantage so you can make more money. Vimergy says, no, we won't do that. We want the highest we can find, and I've never seen that before. The other thing, third party independently tested, boom. And the other thing, no alcohol, no citric acid, no soy, no gluten, no maltodextrin, no natural flavors, no artificial flavors, no titanium dioxide, no caffeine, no alcohol ever. They know better. No natural flavors, they know better. No citric acid, they know better. I don't even know what to say about that besides that's mind-blowing to me. And supplement companies have their own free will and they change what they're doing. They're like, oh, this time we're going to change it up. We sold that line of product. Let's redesign. No one even knows what they do. They don't disclose things like the hidden little percentage in there that they're legally allowed to not disclose. Vimergy says no. Anyway, that's why I endorse them. And I'll endorse them 100 times over. I don't even know what to say. Okay, so you guys, we're doing cold and flu tips the whole bit today. I just made the exposure shot. If you just got here, you should watch this from the beginning too if you just rolled in, because we're doing some good stuff. And what I love about these three is they work good together. So ask your doctor what's right for you, right? Because you might be doing something entirely different, whatever it is. So use the stuff, ask your doc what you feel is right, what they feel. But for immune system helping, this is what I do for myself. I need my immune system strong. It has to be rock solid. I am up against levels of insanity, stress. I'm up against all kinds of stuff. I'm battling stuff out there in the world. Like, I got all kinds of, I don't have time to be down. I can't just say, I'm going to be sick for 3 weeks with the flu and coughing my guts out, and I'm just going to have to be just I'm going to have to check out. No more podcast episodes, no more free information, no more reconstructing the website to give people more free stuff. It all shuts down. And no more writing the next book with Spirit of Compassion. I can't have downtime. Like, I can't. Like, I got to be on. And I see people, they're out there like, boom, boom, this person's got this, boom, coughing, sneezing, this person's got this. And I'm like, ooh, immune system, man. But I can't go down and then be in bed for a week and then slow recovery where you're like you're slow as a snail recovery. It's hell, you know? And you're like, oh, I just had the flu beat the crap out of me. I've been in bed for a week. I can't really function. I could just barely just get into my kitchen and take care of myself. I'm dizzy. I don't feel good. I had a fever for 3 days. I can't do that. I gotta be like, and I'm not gonna take no like health professional coach's advice and say that germs will make me stronger and I should get exposure. Well, that's the last thing I want. I don't want to get exposure right now unless I have no choice. And I'm with family or I'm with friends and they're sneezing or something or somebody's coughing. And then it's like, ooh, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this, you know? So anyway, this is the liquid zinc sulfate. And you'll notice out there that you'll see it out there. Influencers be like, yeah, it's the liquid zinc sulfate. And I'm like, oh yeah, but you don't know the right one. The one that you can trust that isn't going to have anything hidden in there. Anyway, Erica says, without Vimergy supplements, I wouldn't have been able to heal the way I have. I completely understand. Without Vimergy supplements, I couldn't keep myself as strong as I've been to fight the battles for the chronically ill, to be a voice for the chronically ill, to help the chronically ill like I do. Monica says, Vimergy, amazing products. I share the same feeling, without a doubt, you know? So all that matters. It's like everything, like all these little details matter if we're trying to take care of ourselves. Tara Appleman, good to see you. Vimergy has the highest integrity. They really do. It doesn't exist out there otherwise. I haven't seen it. I'm not just saying that. I know this as a fact. I really do. The propolis I like, it consistently contains over 50% of the polyphenols, which is incredible. So that's one of the differences right there that like they can hang their hat on. Like the propolis literally contains over 50% of active polyphenols. They can hang their hat on that with that because that's incredible and it matters, which is amazing, right? And I don't personally like taking dead quercetin. Like me personally, I don't like taking quercetin that's dead quercetin, right? Polyphenol quercetin. I like it knowing it's active in like the propolis right here. And I'm going to show you the stuff. It's like just liquid gold. Insane. So why am I even doing this today? Because all I see out there is everybody coughing and sneezing and coughing and sneezing. And that's why. And it's just like, and I feel bad. It's like I feel bad for people that are getting knocked down by the flu and they're sick for 2 weeks, a week, 3 weeks, 6 months because it lowered their immune system. Then the EBVs and everything came up, and then they're having it really hard. Like that breaks my heart because I know that so many people have it so hard already. You know, so I just feel bad. That's the bottom line. Check this out though. I want to show you how incredible this is. The taste, the difference is unreal with the propolis from Vimergy. It doesn't have alcohol in it. Even non-alcohol propolis is out there I can't trust because they have some form of alcohol. They have some type of some different type of ethanol or alcohol of some kind. And that's what it tastes like. This doesn't. There's a big difference right here. You don't have this burny alcohol thing that goes down, feels like it burns a hole in the stomach, feels like it burns a hole in your liver. You don't get that. Like, and that's incredible, right? The stuff is just like liquid gold. Check this out right here. I mean, this is just insane. Look at this, right? Look at that right there. How insane that is. The color is just unmatched too. It's not just this brown crap. You can see how amazing it is. So let me just get another dropper full right here, okay? Right? You can see how amazing it is. Look at this. Is that sick or what? I mean, and the purity, over 50% of active polyphenols, over 50% of active polyphenols, right? No alcohol. I mean, boom. Can you see that at the bottom? Look at that right there. I don't know if you guys might not be able to see this, but it's on another feed right here. We got the camera footage, so let me just bring it up to here. Like, this is just unbelievable, this golden goodness right here, this propolis golden goodness. It's just, it's like, and it's, you ever hear this thing out there? Like, do you ever hear when people say, I want to do something good in the world, right? I want to offer the best blankets for people where, organic, and the cotton in the blanket is so nice. It makes me feel good to know I'm offering that out there in this world, right? Or someone's like, and look at even coffee heads, right? Like coffee caffeine fiends, right? They'll be like, I want to start a coffee, company, and I want to use the best fair trade, the best organic roasted. We roast our beans in a way no one's ever roasted ever. It's like, this coffee right here, we do a roasting process that no one's ever seen before, right? People want to make a difference in the world. The caffeine thing, though, I'm a little kind of like, I'm imagining where I don't think that makes a difference in the world. It gets everybody addicted, whatever. But the point is that, sure, if you're going to be on caffeine anyway, be on the best one, right? If you're going to be on it and no one can tell you different, then be on the best one. But either way, you know how there's people out there, like I run into them, people reach out to me and they're like, AW, I want to make the best baby strollers ever, where the wheels on the baby strollers, they don't do this thing because there's bearings. So you see moms with their baby strollers, right? Well, there's wheels on those strollers, obviously, and moms like to push their babies along, jog or exercise. And so companies out there be like, I want to do something good in the world. I want to make sure the wheels on the baby strollers give the baby the best ride ever, so the baby's not bouncing around as the mom's pushing the stroller. There's so many people out there that just they want to do good things, right? Well, I want the best propolis that's ever been out there anywhere here. So when someone actually needs that best propolis that doesn't exist out there in the world, and Vimergy can create it, I want that, and that feels good to me. To me, that feels good to me. It's those kinds of things. I want the best zinc there ever was, and I want the best vitamin C there ever was. And these are the things right there that matter to me. It's like, because everybody wants to do something good, Anyway, so all right, look. So I just put the propolis in here. So I showed you it's got the golden color and everything. So now I'm going to do the zinc right here too. And I could put the zinc. I'm going to put a little water in this shot with another shot that I have. So I got some water in here with the propolis. Okay. And I'm going to put some zinc in there too. So thing is with zinc is when you hear the word zinc, think immune system, right? So I talk to people and it's like, you hear the word zinc, you think immune system. That's what I tell people. They're like, zinc, what do you do with zinc? I'm like, immune system. They're like, whoa. And you have that. The reason why I'm saying that is because every time your mind, your consciousness sees ZINC, okay? Every time your consciousness sees that ZINC, that zinc, okay? Something starts computing in here, right? In the neurons of your brain. So I like to do this. Because zinc is good for the immune system, that means your immune cells. What I do is I envision my immune cells gobbling up all that zinc. And then every time I even see zinc, I want my immune cells already getting hungry to receive it. I want that correlation. I want that connection right there. And you guys know I do the continuity thing, right? I'll do a whole thing on that eventually too. I got other stuff. I just got to talk about so much. But I want that register right there because you get your immune cells hungry, right? It's like you're getting hungry for your meal. So say you're eating 3 meals a day, 2 meals a day, whatever you do. Maybe you're intermittent fasting, you're doing 1 meal a day. Whatever it is, your juices, your gastric juices, they start to get hungry. If someone says food, you're just like, yeah, I'm hungry. Someone says food, your mouth starts drooling. Someone shows you a slice of pizza and your mouth is starting to drool, right? Someone says zinc and you really put that connection and you're taking the highest quality zinc. I feel, in my opinion, is the highest quality zinc there is. And you're taking that high quality zinc, your immune cells are gobbling up and eating that high quality zinc. Think about that. So all someone has to do is say zinc, or you see zinc, and your immune cells, they want to do good things. Your immune cells want to gobble up that zinc. Your immune cells want to do good things, right? So I like making that connection because that matters. That matters to me. Spirit of Compassion always told me that when you're giving yourself something like a high quality zinc and your immune cells are using that high quality zinc to battle exposures, what happens is there's this connection that actually is made between your central nervous system, your brain, your neurons, to your immune cells, your immune system, your bones, everything in your body. And so it's like, whoa, I'm getting my zinc out. I see the label. I see ZINC. I'm taking it out right here. I just put it in here. And already my immune system is saying, give me that zinc because I'm ready for it. It's really cool. It's actually really powerful. Cool's not the word for it. It's actually really, really powerful. All right. So I just made myself a propolis shot and a zinc shot. I put them both together. That's what I like to do. Ask your doctor what's fine, you know, what you can do, but that's what I do. Okay, I'm going to put my brain away over here, you guys. All right, so I want to talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about medical medium shock therapies. I'm very proud of what the medical medium shock therapies have done for people. Like, if you've heard some of the stories or read some of the stories, and I've watched it all through the years, anybody that I've helped personally, that when you see what the medical medium shock therapies have done, it's a very, very special thing. So I got the Brain Saver books. Quick, newsflash, real quick. $22, 50% off Amazon.com US. Incredible. All right, so we're in the medical medium shock therapies right here. So can I show you guys really quick here? Let me get back to it. These books are tanks. They're like tanks. They're just like really heavy. They're really big books. And they could have been split up in 12 separate books between the both of them. Because that's really what's in here overall when you actually do the math. Medical medium shock therapies right here. So this is an important medical medium tool that I've seen help a lot of people. Ask your doctor about it. Bring the book to your doctor. Ask them. Such an incredible, amazing set of tools right here. Can I read a little bit if you guys are okay with that? So I'm in chapter 3, medical medium shock therapies. You'll find that some of the supplement protocols in this chapter, right, are optional. And these are all optional. That's the whole point. You can take your time and look at it and find out what you want to do. You can customize your life into the information here. There's no one size fits all with medical medium. That's what's incredible. This isn't an eat better book, and it's just about getting rid of processed foods and eating grass-fed beef cows. That's not what this is, or eating, you know, organic vegan, and that's it. This is literally comprehensive, detailed information of illness, symptoms, conditions, therapies, all kinds of things in here. All right, medical medium zinc shock therapy. That's one of the shock therapies. Medical medium vitamin C shock therapy. That's another one right there. Medical medium lemon balm therapy. Lemon balms for nerves, right? Helps to, it's accommodative for the nerves. Vimergy has an incredible lemon balm. All right, medical medium golden seal shock therapy. Medical medium Thyme tea shock therapy. That's what we're going to make it a little bit. Let's just actually, you know what? Let me just start to get a little bit of a Thyme tea ready here. So I'm going to put like 12 sprigs. So what I'm doing is, there we go. I'm treating this like 3, you know what I mean? So you can do that. So one sprig like there is by itself, right? Look at this beautiful thyme right here, you guys. So what I'm doing is I'm doing right around, that's good, right around 12, right? So here's the thing. Every 3 waking hours, you do the medical medium Thyme shock tea therapy every 3 waking hours. So I really, really love this one. Let's go into a little bit about, like, first of all, let's get some hot water in here. So I'm going to do that. You guys don't mind, I just had to disappear for a second. So I am making this nice tea. We can get a good, there we go. Okay. You guys relaxing? We got some tea. All right. Could put a little honey in there. I'm going to put a little lemon in here. I got this nice lemon right here. I'm going to cut this lemon open. I'm going to put a little bit of that. Now I am going to put a little bit of honey in there. If you guys don't mind. All right. Grab a little spoon. Medical medium Thyme tea shock therapy. You know what's crazy? Because Thyme existed before medical medium talked about the Thyme shock therapy, it discounts it as if it's not a tool or something, right? It's like, oh, no, Thyme existed before him. But did medical medium Thyme shock therapy tea exist before? Because I want to know. Truth is, it didn't. The reason why I say this, it's an incredible, powerful tool. Don't get thrown off when someone says, oh, he knows nothing about Thyme tea. Thyme has been around for years. The Romans used thyme. So he's not bringing anything new, right? Really? Because this is an incredible therapy right here. So this shock therapy is amazing. Every 3 waking hours, right? 12 sprigs. No one knew how to use thyme like this for cold and flu. Cold, flu, RSV. Nobody knew how to use thyme like this. So it's okay. I get it. You know that thyme exists. You see it in the grocery store. So then you discredit medical medium really quick and say, oh yeah, I saw a post from an influencer out there that said medical medium doesn't know anything because he didn't invent fruits and vegetables and herbs and stuff. Meanwhile, Spirit of Compassion, that I'm messaging the information, has invented or created incredible combinations and tools and information that is unique and original. It doesn't matter if thyme has been growing in Italy for 2,000 years. It doesn't mean they used the Thyme tea shock therapy for cold and flu to what we're dealing with now. And it's how you're applying them and for what. That's all unique. And so this is an incredible tool is what I'm saying. And I'm talking about this right now because I noticed that some influencers, they're trying to be like, oh no, he's got all this original information. So, but how do I live with myself now because I want to package up and sell my own information? So wait a minute, he didn't create thyme. Yeah, I didn't create celery sticks. But nobody knew about 32 ounces, 16 ounces on an empty stomach every morning, how it rebuilds the gastric glands and all that stuff, all that information about how it kills pathogens and everything else, how to use it, nobody knew. That was SOC from above. I'm telling you this in case you've been hearing some of the influencers throw you off path where you're like, oh, well, he didn't create celery. He didn't grow celery for the first time on this planet. Yeah, no, I didn't grow celery for the first time on the planet, but nobody knew how to use it until now. And so that's important to know in case you're like, oh, thyme, okay, that's been around. No, this is an incredible tool. An amazing tool, the medical medium Thyme tea shock therapy. Every 3 waking hours, so you're doing this all day, and then you go to sleep. And when I tell, like, when a family member I hear out there reaches out, they're like, hey, cousin or something, like, I got the flu, what do I do? I'm like, Thyme T-shock therapy. And what you do is, if you wake up in the middle of the night to pee, if you wake up then, have this sitting by your bedside during cold and flu, during your cold, and actually sip it and then go back to sleep. An incredible tool right there. All right, so I want to read a little bit about the medical medium shock therapies if you guys have a minute. These are powerful healing tools to rebuild your immune system by fueling it with what it needs to fight an infection, support your brain and body through an emotional challenge. When we go through an emotional challenge, it takes a toll on our immune system. So that's why I love this right here. It's an incredible tool. It takes a toll on our immune system. It helps to support your nervous system, strengthen and heal your digestive system. So check this out. It helps to fortify and purge the lymphatic system. The one thing about medical medium information, it's always been pro cleaning and helping to heal the lymphatic system, because it works on fixing something that's critical. If you can't fix this right here, your lymphatic system can never get better. So Info is all about restoring the liver and bringing the liver back. If you don't restore a stagnant, sluggish liver, which is Info, stagnant, sluggish liver, right? You know the liver rescue book. If you don't restore it, you can't restore your lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system is just a dumping ground for what your liver can't handle anymore. So you have to take care of your liver. Medical medium shock therapies. Wait, I want to finish this last little part. It's really incredible, right? Whether you're dealing with a condition that's occurring for the first time, like acute, or you're experiencing a relapse. Medical medium shock therapies have a profound record of helping people overcome health obstacles. You guys want to know where to find them? You're looking at Brain Saver Protocols. It's right here. I'm at page 20 right there. Ask your doctor what's right for you. So bring this information to your healthcare advisor, healthcare practitioner, your health, whoever's working on your health. Medical medium therapies, shock therapies, have a profound record of helping people overcome health obstacles, you guys. These supplement therapies can be useful for almost anything you're ailing with. Medical medium shock therapies are powerful whether you're up against intense stress or need a shift from a long-standing chronic illness roller coaster ride. Medical medium shock therapies are critical to this day and age. That's why Spirit of Compassion created these protocols right there. Someone might say, oh, vitamin C was invented before you, medical medium. What do you know? You're just like everybody else in the vegan world and the keto world. Spirit of Compassion invented vitamin C shock therapy and how to do it and why and everything else. That did not exist in the health world. As darkness tries to destroy all that's good, we rise against darkness using light-created health weapons to regain empowerment. Dr. Fawn, good to see you. Yeah, like petroleum has been around for millions of years, but it's only until recently we can use it more efficiently. The sun has been around for millions of years too. Solar panels, not so long. Spot on. Very, very spot on. Okay, as darkness tries to destroy all that's good, because that's what darkness does out there. Okay, I'm just reading some comments. See you guys. Nature Heals says, one of my clients couldn't get rid of her cough. I told her about Thyme medical medium information, and she went out that day and texted me that her cough was gone in a day. And that information did not exist in the health realm. So I love what people are doing now. They're taking like an aloe leaf and they're saying, Medical medium didn't grow an aloe leaf for the first time on this planet. It's ancient medicine. Well, then how come ancient medicine didn't know what to do with it? How come ancient medicine doesn't know what to do with time in the way that Spirit of Compassion has brought to us? I don't understand what people want from me. It's unique. These are protocols that are unique, therapies that are unique, and they're helping people. Nobody knew about them all in the last 20, 30 years or whatever. As darkness tries to destroy all that's good, we rise against darkness using light-created health weapons to regain empowerment. You put alcohol in this, and you just destroyed the light. You put all the tincture companies out there. You want to put alcohol in all your supplements, then you're destroying the light. You want to put citric acid in all your supplements, you're destroying the light. You want to put natural flavors in all your supplements, you're destroying the light. The greatest stuff on the planet right now, in my opinion, by far, is the Vimergy line. You don't think I can't create my own line of supplements and call it medical medium? I mean, people are like, it's unbelievable. I want people to have the greatest stuff there is that's out there. And I just want to give free information and message free information nonstop, wherever I can. Go to the library, get the book for free. Okay. As darkness tries to destroy all that's good, we rise above the darkness. And I say that over and over again because I'll tell you why. Because there's good things that we have at our fingertips. And I see how it works out there. You know? Like, you got the best vitamin C where it doesn't burn a hole in your stomach. But you got all these other vitamin C companies. They're using all that straight ascorbic acid. Someone uses it and they get a bellyache. And it ruins it for everybody. As the changing times bring additional stress upon us, humankind goes into a deeper health deficit than during previous decades. I can tell you this, that the health and wellness of people right now, regardless of all the organic food and all the Eat Better books and the technology that we have in conventional medicine, there's more sick people now today than there ever was 10 years ago, more sick people now today than there ever was 20 years ago. I can definitely say that 100% true. And it's not my truth, it's the truth. Lila Collins says, unbelievable amount of stolen information from MM. I totally get his frustration because they're spreading half-truths. They are stealing so much medical medium info between influencers that don't care about people's health, between other health people, between all that other stuff out there and conventional medicine. It's just they poached. They're basically raiding it. They're taking, they're poaching, they're raping the information, and that's what they do. And then they mix it up with a bunch of crap that doesn't work. Someone can kind of hang in there because they get one of the tools by accident. It's not cited back to MM. And then they're kind of hanging in there, but it's not good because it's really, really sad. Health of Liz says, thank you for calling out the My Truth crap. I actually talked about that on Telegram last night. So if you guys don't know about my Telegram, Medical Medium on Telegram, subscribe to it because I do Telegram audio messages on there. Sickness now dominates the lives of billions of people. Medical medium shock therapies are here to help level the playing field. That's what it's about. Where chemical and the medical industries are playing dirty against humankind. So here's what it is. MM Info, medical medium shock therapies are here to level the playing field. That is why they were created by SOC. That's why they're down here. That's why they're available for free. Get the information. It's free. So anyway, let me make some vitamin C shock therapy. I hope we're having some fun. Sorry about the tangent about the germs build you and make you stronger. They don't. We have to get stronger to beat down and crush germs. That's how it works. All right, let's do this now, you guys. Here we are. So I'm going to take this right here. Okay. I think my Thyme tea is coming along quite well. Smells so good. All right. Thyme tea shock therapy, right? There's more details in the book about it. You can use dry thyme if you really had to. You can use fresh thyme. It's in the book I was just reading from. So there's more information in brain saver protocols. All right. So let me get some water in here. Some vitamin C shock therapy. Okay. So what I do is take 2 capsules. This is the micro C. So when I recommend this to a family member or a friend, I'm not worried about their stomach. And that's what I do. Ask your doctor what's right for you, but when I recommend this, I'm not worried because it's so buffered. It's not straight ascorbic acid. So it's not just straight ascorbic acid. That's important to know. And it makes it so it can be used as a really good tool. These details matter. I can't even say it enough, right? But I get it. You know, people on the internet, though, all you have to do is shout out one thing and everybody's like, oh. Vimergy never uses tablets because they don't want all those fillers. They don't want the glazes. They don't use tablets. They don't want titanium dioxide. They don't want colors. They don't want glazes. They don't want fillers. And that's the difference. So what you're noticing is you're noticing a capsule. So that's what I took out of here and that's what I opened, right? So I have the 2 capsules in there now. And then I'm going to put a little bit of honey in there too, like this. You can put a little bit more in there if you want a little bit more. You can put a little bit less in there if you want to. Now I'm going to cut an orange right here. And I'm going to squeeze some orange in there. It's a nice orange too. Now 2 teaspoons is what I did. 2 teaspoons of raw honey. If you go a little bit over 2 teaspoons is what I was trying to say. That's okay. If you go a little bit under, that's okay. Right? So I did 2 teaspoons of raw honey. And then I squeezed juice from an orange in here, as you can see. There you go. You can use, this is a very big orange. I'm squeezing juice from a half an orange right here. There we go. Amazing. Now I'm going to mix this. You guys don't mind? Maybe we can get a close-up on this one, too. This is really cool. So, we got a little close-up. There it is right there. And I shall sip it. Amazing. I love it. When I tell family and friends, you feel like you got a bug coming on? You feel like you got something coming on? Make sure you got that going on. It's so great. Okay? So, I love the shock therapies. I'm just looking through them now. Now, what you'll notice in the shock therapies too, you'll see different ages in here, but bring it to your pediatrician. I'm going to read about Thyme tea shock therapy if you guys don't mind, okay? Amazing. Yep. Okay. Thyme contains a phytochemical compound that is antiviral, antibacterial, anti-mold, anti-yeast, and anti-unproductive fungus that stays circulating inside the bloodstream long after nutrients from other foods have either been utilized, dissipated, or eliminated out of the body. So I want to show you this piece of information. It's critical. That's from above. There is no science or research that knows what thyme does in the body, but science research doesn't know what other things do in the body. This is information from above that thyme stays circulating in the bloodstream long after nutrients from other foods have either been utilized or dissipated. That's an incredible piece of information right there to teach us and arm us for our immune system health. That's not known out there in the world. Sure, it'll be poached and someone will talk about it any day now, right? And not cite back where it comes from. But it's an important piece of information. So This is a phytochemical compound inside the thyme that actually stays in the bloodstream, fighting crime. Thyme lingers, ready? Creating a thyme-released protective barrier against pathogens. So thyme has an ability to release a protective barrier. Thyme's phytochemical compounds enter every organ inside the body. Not every phytochemical compound, you guys, reaches every organ inside our body. That's the difference right there all on its own. Ready? Thyme's phytochemical compounds enter every organ inside the body versus other herbs that only enter certain organs in the body. So think about this for a second. Thyme enters every single part of your body. There's no place it doesn't enter, from the skin to every single organ, you name it. Other incredible herbs only reach certain organs depending on what herbs they are. Okay, you ready? Suggested applications for medical medium thyme shock therapy. Bring this to your doctor, please. Flu, COVID, colds, lung infections, bronchitis, pneumonia, allergies, sinus congestion, coughs, sore throats, strep throat, scratchy throat, ear infections, UTIs, bladder infections, kidney infections, HPV, shingles, EBV-caused infections, SIBO, and we would only know what an EBV-caused infection is anyway through medical medium info, because science didn't know. SIBO, H. pylori, E. coli, streptococcus, MRSA, C. diphtheria, acute jaw pain, tongue pain, mouth pain, gum pain. Remember, acute. Remember what I was saying, acute? Acute jaw pain, tongue pain, mouth pain, gum pain, fever, body aches, cold sores, fever blisters, herpes simplex 1, parasite concerns. Parasite concerns. It isn't going to be the parasite that's bothering you. It's going to be something else, but the thyme's going to help that something else. That's where the whole my truth thing comes in all the time. It's like, oh no, I have a parasite. Well, no, that's your truth. The truth is you probably got simplex 1, HHV6, you probably got shingles, you probably got Epstein-Barr, and something else happening, or streptococcus infection. That's the truth. But your truth, which is my truth, you think it's a parasite. See how it works? My truth and then the truth? Autoimmune flare-ups, episodes of neurological symptoms. So what I love about the Thyme tea shock therapy is you have those options right there. So let's take a look at this. It says medical medium Thyme tea shock therapy directions. Just reading from Brain Saver Protocols, just so you know. It's $22 at Amazon.com US. They're giving it away. They're giving this book away, which is great. I am grateful for that. Okay, because it costs more to print it, but I am grateful that the Amazon actually is giving this book away right now, and the other one, because then I have hope someone will have it in their hands. Make a special brew of thyme tea with 12 sprigs of fresh thyme per cup of hot water, like I did, you guys. If you only have access to dried thyme, use 2 tablespoons of dried herb per cup of hot water. Let steep for at least 15 minutes. Remove the thyme sprigs or strain the tea, especially if you're using dried thyme. So if you're using dried thyme, strain it, is what I would do. Fresh thyme, you can just literally sip out of here like this. But a sprig of thyme might go up your nostril, so like that one just did. Okay, just a question on that one. This shot worked so well, prevented me from getting sick a month and a half ago over there on Instagram. Amazing. Oh, the pathogen exposure got you. Actually, that's incredible. So you guys, these are the things we're talking about today. I hope you got some really cool tools and tips, cold and flu tips and everything, right? Wild Blueberry Dream says, my MRI improved since starting medical medium. My lesion almost disappeared that caused my double vision last winter. Now, I've heard that a lot from people who have either optic nerve lesions or lesions on the brain, different areas of the brain, and improving from certain medical medium protocols that they've worked on themselves, customizing themselves, which is incredible. So, Medical Medium Army says, why do kids always get sick? It's all over the daycares and schools. Are they putting the bugs in people? Well, anyway, so a lot of kids get sick, absolutely. It's just an easy place to spread germs. But office buildings are getting just as sick. If you're in an office building, everybody in the office building eventually gets something. If you're in a classroom, it's just a lot of people together, sneezing and coughing on each other, touching things. It's just life. It's just the way it works. Doesn't matter if you're in an office building. Doesn't matter if you're in school. Doesn't matter if you're in a house with your whole family. Eventually, we can, contract or spread cold, flu, blah, blah. Well, Blueberry Dream says, I have multiple sclerosis and MRI has gotten better. The doctors told me the best I could do was keep my MS at bay. I'm actually healing. Yes, of course. On my third 369 right now, day 2. So you chose the 369. Here's how it works. When you hear somebody say, because the trolls are doing this now, also some influencers are doing this now too to try to knock down medical medium credibility. They'll say, I did medical medium to the letter and did not get better. It's like, what did you do? You did it to the letter? Really? Like what? Because that person, that incredible person right there who's healing her multiple sclerosis is doing the 369s. So, which is incredible. And probably doing supplementation, maybe part of the medical medium multiple sclerosis protocol. But it's like, what are you doing? There's a lot of people that dabble and they only do they do celery juice once in a while. And then they're just like, I did medical medium, but did you? Like fly on the wall. How many exposures are you getting? How much caffeine are you on? How many, comfort food meals did you have? Which I completely understand. I'm not shaming anybody, but so many people, they don't know about this comprehensive guide of information in here where they can customize their protocols. It's over 1,000 protocols in here. It's endless to customize to get yourself better. And there is a multiple sclerosis protocol, and there is a lot of protocols for symptoms, conditions, and diseases. The point is there's something in here for everybody to actually help get them to the point to where they need to go. It's a comprehensive book, and there's so many protocols in here. It's incredible, right? And then you have 8 volumes of protocols. Do you have Liver Rescue, you guys? It's an incredible book. If you want to learn about the liver, like really learn about your liver, like what's happening inside your liver, that is an incredible book right there to have. So you can learn about what's in there, right? There you go. Anyway, I don't know what else to do. All the books are packed. There's 8 volumes packed with information, right? If you think I talked to a ghost, read Medical Medium Book 1, Revised and Expanded, so you can read where I don't talk to a ghost. Thank you. So get this book when you can, right? It's got some origins about medical medium. Yep. Okay. Oh, Audrey says, be happy with the people who are following you, ... You have thousands and thousands. Not everyone is going to listen to you, ... But when someone new finding you, they get kind of turned off with the whining about who's not giving you credit. I love what I've learned from you, but when I try to turn others onto you, that's the feedback I get of why they don't want to follow like I do. Just passing that on. I appreciate you passing that on, but here's the point that I think you're missing, okay? If no one knows where the info comes from, then how are they going to heal? Do you know how many people that are bedridden, that are on Mattress Island, they can't even function, and they get lost? They'll end up putting charcoal. They'll dump charcoal in their system or tons of sodium bicarbonate, and now they're in the hospital for the 20th time. Do you know how many people feel like there's no hope, and they're like, there's no hope to heal, and they've been to 10 neurologists and specialists? I mean, you know how many moms can't get out of bed and feed their kids? And did you know that when they get derailed, it's another year that their kids are not going to see a happy mommy? Did you know that like when a mom gets derailed and loses 2 more years, their child goes from 4 years old to 6 years old, and in those 2 years, their child was between 4 and 6. Their mom was freaking miserable because she was sick and went to every doctor under the sun, and then she was tricked by Fork Tongue out there, derailing her because they didn't give medical medium info credit and cited the medical medium information back. Do you know how much Fork Tongue out there is totally tricking people? Think about it. I've seen moms out there where their kids were raised during the most vulnerable years between ages like 2 and 10 years old, and it took 8 years for the mom to find medical medium info. And guess why she didn't find it? She was derailed over and over again, told that I was whining about getting all the credit, I'm such a great guy, and or told that it's all a farce, or told that whatever. But I appreciate that you know the information and you follow it and you listen to it. I do, Audrey, and I appreciate that. But I'm just trying to let you know that and listen, I know that I know that if we had a conversation, you could say a lot more and you can talk to me about it. And I know that in comments, just know I have respect for the fact that you can only say so much in a comment, right? And I'm reading that comment, so I respect that. Right? But if you can, listen to the Telegram messages I've been leaving about this kind of thing. I left 2 last night. I think the hardest part too is like when a mom's driving home from the doctor's office with their teenage son or teenage daughter, and the doctor said that you have autoimmune, and the teenager is in the car with their phone and they're looking up autoimmune, right? So they got their phone and they're looking up autoimmune. And they're in the car and they're like, Mommy, it says here that my body's destroying itself. It's attacking itself. How am I going to heal? I heard this so much. Kids telling their moms have told me this. The moms are like, I don't know, sweetie. I don't know why your body is destroying itself. And that's what they lead the doctor's office is hearing, that their immune systems are attacking itself. That's one of the reasons why it's critical to get people to know where the information comes from to help free people of that misinformation. So it all counts. It just does. If I don't whine and moan and groan about it, how am I going to protect the chronically ill and the information at hand so that people have a fighting chance? And I get it. There's a few different types of people that come to medical medium. Some people, they're not sick. They're just partially sick a little bit, and they get annoyed because they're still able to play those reindeer games out there and try different things everywhere. But if you're somebody that comes to medical medium and you're literally on Mattress Island and you got nothing left in you, and my whining counts. Does it ever? Anyway, you guys. But thank you, Audrey. I do appreciate it. There's so much Fork Tongue out there, Audrey. That's a problem. And there's so many hate campaigns against medical medium. And there's so much research and science stealing medical medium information and never crediting and still crapping on it where they get it from, which is me. You know, so I have to stay ahead of it all. I have to protect people as much as I can. If I don't help people steer clear from all the traps, they can lose years in their healing process or sickening process or healing process. They can lose years, like for real. I mean, you could lose 10, 20 years. You know what I used to say years ago in the first book, and even before that, published and also lectured about? You can lose 10, 20, 30 years of your life before getting the answers. But where are you going to get the answers? Anyway, right here. All right, I love you guys. This was a great cold and flu talk. Quite honored to have you guys here. I'm always at your service. You guys know that. Always. I appreciate everything. I appreciate what you're doing, working on yourselves and everything. But let me give you just a little more tidbit here. Keep a lookout for Medical Medium Podcast at Apple Podcasts, because I'm going to be releasing new ones eventually. I am working on them. Hang in there. Some pretty cool topics. I might even do a flat earther topic about the earth being flat. Might do an episode on that, and I got some others, but actually I got a really lot of incredible episodes coming out that are going to be really helpful. Sign up for my Telegram and check out medicalmedium.com, because be on the newsletter list. If you're subscribed to the newsletter list and you're not getting newsletters, just resubscribe. Try to figure out how to do it. Yeah, it's the episode like, is the earth round or is the earth flat? Is the earth round or is the earth... Yo, man, well, this is really nice stuff. I actually know the earth is flat, man. I do. Yeah, I know the earth is flat. Vaping. Only vaping. All right, you guys. Love you.